Our coverage of the NFL brings us to the southern end of the Tar Heel State and to this beautiful venue, Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Today, an exciting battle of NFC teams between the Washington Commanders and the Carolina Panthers. Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And we're off and running from Charlotte. Starting from the 5. This makes it up to the 25. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Ready? 19-18.
Dive play straight ahead. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Let's see, Kate. Establish a run, cash in on the opening drive, and play from in front. That's a dream scenario to any contest, and runs like that, it gets the ball rolling.
Ready, ready, ready.
Going to the ground again on first. He's able to manage a couple on that run.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They're throwing it. Catch is made by the rookie out of Tennessee. Just after the catch, he is hit and stopped. A nice gain, though, down to the enemy 41. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
Here we go.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. He'll get forward about 5 yards, it looks like. It's 2nd down now.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And 2 yards all he can get. It's 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal.
Here he is on 3rd and short. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short. You know, not surprising that his reputation preceded him here, Brock. They got double coverage on him to try and slow him down.
Yeah, that's what you get. When you're this good and you're this talented, you're going to get the attention, especially early in the game. Now, what kind of adjustments can he make offensively?
4th down, pass coming. Throw is caught by the back. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. So they come through with 6, and they're rewarded for going for it on 4th down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Rig alert, rig alert. Street, street. $60 Bison, 60 Bison. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Check out.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. It's inside the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers finish up an excellent opening series. All right, so a nice little drive they put together there in their first series of the season, partner, and the year begins on a high note with a touchdown.
Yeah, they'll be able to begin this season on a high note with a win. Well, they put more drives like that together, they sure will, but I don't know. I got that Pete Carroll just still bouncing in my brain. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. But you can't start much better than that.
kicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Get it. Ready.
With a dive up the middle. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
19 Tiger.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down after what he thought was a great game, but officials are saying he had some extra help. We got a flag down. Think this might be a hold, partner. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Their work doubly as difficult now after that holding call. It's 2nd and 20.
Come on. Hey. Cowboy 80. 60 Maverick.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Finds a man right side. And that will not be enough for a first down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. Underneath it goes. Catch made by the running back. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. Where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got them equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
He'll get it at the 9. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted! And the Commanders almost took it all the way back. Oh, what a return, down to the 5.
Sets up 1st down and goal at the 5-yard line.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Another chance at it on 2nd and goal, still from the 5.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. And the Panthers are just too much here. They're going to take him down.
Let's go.
Offense in the hurry up here.
19 Lions.
It's 3rd down and goal.
Daniels, 3rd and goal. And he's going to have the Washington touchdown. The Commanders parlay the interception into points. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders tie it up as he nails his first try of the season.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And it didn't look like he was seriously considering a return there, did it? So that touchback going to come out to the 35.
35-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Like it, go street. Set, street. Chap, check, chap, check.
Back to work after throwing the pimp. Out to his wide out, it's a screen. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Cowboy 80. 70 Lions. Ready.
Now looking to throw. Dump off caught by his back. Into the secondary past the 40. And they'll finally get him at the 35-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When he saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
He'll dump this one off. Oh, baby, he gets rocked, and the ball is out. And the Commanders pick this one up. So they steal away possession and add some extra yards for their offense after that fumble return.
I think the defense would have just settled for getting off the field with the takeaway, but they add a nice little present onto the end of it for their teammates who start this possession with much better field position.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. When you get that big play potential on the ground, jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. Finds him on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down at about the 29.
That's good from Washington. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
We're through one quarter of this opening weekend of football. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Commanders in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's 2nd down coming up. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yep.
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
On 2nd and 10 now, Daniels escapes the pocket. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Ready.
To throw again, it's Daniels. And this is another incompletion.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Evan McPherson lining up the field goal try. It's on the left hash, 46 yards out. McPherson's kick is good. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
They got the ball off the fumble, and they knew what to do with it when they took over. Just find a way to put points on the board.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Come on, come on. Let's go. Bronco 80. Let's go.
They'll throw it. Dumped off to his running back. 4th pickup to their own 31. Cooper to Gene with the stop.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Defender is there. He knocks it away, and that's going to force 4th down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4.
Here we go. Start. Cut it. Ready.
They're going for this. He connects downfield. The defense seizing the opportunity. Great stop. They've got a turnover on downs, and they get their guys the ball in plus territory. 1st down now. Ball at the 33.
Let's go now. 70 Lions. Ready.
Here's the one back on the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Okay, ready.
This run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Dragon 60. 18 Cardinal. 18. Hey, smash.
Another carry for him. And he did his part, Carter. Got him 8 yards. Sets up 3rd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Panthers bringing out a 5th defensive back on 3rd. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That's caught for the 1st. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
Viking 18. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Warriors 70. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Working inside the red zone. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Lone back gets the handoff. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
Here's
a give on 1st and goal. And he's in for the touchdown. The Commanders make it a 9-point advantage. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders make it a 10-point ball game. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready. Cowboys, go.
Airing it out to start this drive. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Go.
Completed left side to Smith. And this one does not go far.
Complete to Arian Smith. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Come on. Set. Ready.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Panthers first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
70 Timberwolves. Mustang 19. Ready.
Throwing it again here. Catch made underneath by the back. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Good up.
They are throwing it again. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off of that game.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Got it. Ready.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Get up. 19 tight. 19. Cougar 19.
From the red zone now. Brought in. He has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers make it a one-score game before halftime. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. It kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers cut it to a field goal game. Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. Hits him on the in route. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Washington first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Washington.
Hey, pass. Buffalo 18.
Out of the gun, Daniels. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Completed over the middle. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Commanders' first down.
To the air again. Daniels has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Again, Daniels to the air. Rolling left, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming third down.
Well, even the toughest in the league to catch could still be caught at times. It just takes a defense that's determined and relentless. And the real big key, when you get that split second, and you got to take advantage of that opportunity, defense just did.
We've got a screen to the running back. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll double their lead to 6.
We hear it every single week, Kate, when we talk to these special teams coaches, frankly, the whole team and head coaches, how important just that momentum is coming into break and heading out of break. Well, that was job well done. Mission accomplished to score before the end of half.
Oh, he eats a hit to bring it into that, right near the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime.
Ready. Cowboy 80. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready.
Throwing from the gun here. That's Smith on the slant. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
10 at the 45-yard line.
Just 1 play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45. He'll throw it. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. Trying to get that one to Arian Smith. And it sets up second down. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only time left for 1 more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. The Commanders take a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Only 2 seconds left in the half, so on comes the field goal unit. It'll be 51 yards from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Daniels setting up the play action. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Ready.
Daniels gets it to him on the screen. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it.
Ready. Go.
Looking to throw. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. And the Panthers are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
Setting up the running back screen. He's on the move past the 15. To the house, touchdown Carolina! The Panthers grab the lead on their first series of the half. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Panthers take a 4-point lead.
Commanders 20.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line.
Okay,
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
here we go, here we go.
Play fake here, Daniels. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Finds him on the crossing route. By a man, he's in the clear. And he takes it down to the 33. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
60 vices, 60 vices. Cougar 19.
Daniels on first down. Connecting on the slant. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Washington, first down. Gain of 16 yards.
They'll run here on first down. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
At the 17-yard line.
Okay, ready?
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10.
19 tight. 19 tight. Ready?
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Daniels throwing on third. Short pass brought in. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders take a third-quarter lead. McPherson at the point after. And the extra point is no good. So potentially a key tally kept off the scoreboard, Brock. Going to see how and if this comes into play later in the second half.
McPherson set to kick off.
So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Take over first and 10. At their own 23-yard line.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's first and 10.
Ready? Count, rig. Street. Cowboy 80. 7 Pirates. 19 Lions. Ready?
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. He's got a man left. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
The give here on second. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Panther 60.
Working on first down. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Trevin Wallace has it. So it's been a bit of a mixed bag for him, partner. He does have the 3 touchdowns in this game, but also now a couple of interceptions.
You almost feel like, Kate, he's seeing most of the picture on how to attack this defense, but just not quite all of it yet. It's largely been good, as he said. Some nice touchdowns as well. But there's still a couple of these looks in coverage that are giving him problems, and he's got to figure that picture out.
No progress on first down, and that'll bring up second and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Here's Daniels. That's incomplete on second down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, it hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches. But that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one, where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Throw here, third down. He completes it in traffic. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4. Back to throw it. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Let's go now. Cougars, go.
On 1st down, they'll run. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Hey, hey, check that, check that. Steady.
Back-to-back carries here. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to the well again. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Setting him on the dive. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Stops by Chop Robinson. Looking quickly here. They give it to him again. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out.
Come on, set. Liking 18.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Panthers 1st.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Completed left side to Smith. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Textbook hitch route. Hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
70 Timberwolves. Ready.
Handoff now from the gun. And they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers take the lead as Tom runs out here in the 3rd. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Panthers jump in front now by 5. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. Both teams with a chance here to reset before we resume play.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Daniels now. Finds the in route complete. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yep, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. And holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Out of the gun, Daniels. Hits him on the out route. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. Easy way to do it, catches just like that. Going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
Go!
Throwing now, Daniels. Dumped off to his running back. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Here we go. Ready up.
No throw, 3rd and long. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Ready.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. Into traffic, complete. The stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. That's a gain of 10, and staring at that turnover on downs. Instead, they pick up the first.
Ready, set. Ready.
Again, Daniels to the air. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
You know, when we watch Combine each and every single year, I hope you get good enough to understand as a football fan, watch the big guys' first 10 yards. Don't watch the ends and the linemen run 40. Watch their first 10 because that's the most critical. And that defensive end showed you right there the kind of explosive burst in the first few yards to get home for the big sack. I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is because that QB and tight ends, they got that ball out in a hurry.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Desperation time here on 4th. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Back. Go.
Give now to the running back. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure a nice little run to set the table.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down.
Get it.
Hand off on 2nd and short. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Here we go. Here. Let go.
Working inside the red zone. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled for a short gain.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Bronco 80.
They'll run now on second down. And they come through with a big stop there. Got him down for a loss as they keep fighting back here in the fourth. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
Ready? Ready, go!
Looking to throw. Brought in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers take an 11-point lead as they try to push this one out of reach. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his second touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Dicker tacks on the extra points. And the Panthers push the lead up to 12.
Panthers 38, Commanders 26.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. This will end up as a touchback.
Washington takes over 1st and 10. They're on the 35-yard line.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
From the gun, it's Daniels. He's going deep this time. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Complete out to the right side. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. He put everything he had into this one. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Come on, come on.
Daniels is going to throw again. Connecting on the slant. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
To the air again, Daniels. Finds him over the middle. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19.
On the ready.
Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. To throw again, it's Daniels. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Panthers have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line. And then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football is the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else is going to pick up the tab at dinner tonight for him.
Cut out left. Through the defense he goes. Room to burn. Can they catch him? Hits the 20. He takes it in.